IP address, as we have discussed yesterday. Just a minute. Okay, so as we have discussed yesterday, which are utilized in connection between devices located in a multiple network. So I have shown you yesterday that diagram, right? So there, if two devices are located in different networks, so that if that devices wants to communicate with each other, so there you can utilize the public IP address, right? So the devices which are located in a different network, that are utilized the public IP address for the communication, right? So here, which are utilized in establishing connection between devices, establishing connection between devices located in a multiple network, okay. So like if you are situated in a Hyderabad location, okay, and I am situated in a Mumbai location. So here, like if you are try to communicate with me, so you are situated in a different network, right? I am situated in a different network. So if you want to communicate with me, then you will utilize your public IP address to communicate with me, okay. So this is what devices which are situated in a different networks, okay. Then it's using internet, right? Using internet, your public IP is using internet. So yesterday I have shown you, if you want to know your public IP address, what you need to do is you need to enter, you need to give search, you can say Google search what is my IP, and there you will get your public IP address. Means what? It uses the internet, right? So it's work using internet. Then public IP address are routable. Public IP addresses are routable. Routable means what? Like if you like we have taken an example, right? You are situated in Hyderabad location and I am situated in Mumbai location. Please unmute yourself. Okay, so what happens, like when you are communicating with me or you are establishing connection with me, so your router will route your whatever packet you are sending to me, it will route that packet into the public network, right? So that will carry by your public IP address. So public IP address are routable through the public network, okay, or you can say through over the internet. So here you can see public IP addresses are routable over the internet. Okay, and the next one is what? It's a paid by ISP provider. Paid by ISP provider. So what is this mean? Like this is not free of cost. These public IP addresses are not free of cost. You need to pay something to buy a public IP address. So you can't buy it. You will take the public IP address on a rental basis. So what is this means? Like if you are taking the internet connection, so there will be, if you are taking any internet connection, so what happen, like you are paying monthly, right? You are taking any package and you are paying monthly. So that ISP provider will assign one IP address, one public IP address to you, okay. So that is what you are paying for, that public IP address, right? So that is what it is paid by ISP provider. Also, if you are using your mobile network, so there also you are recharging for your mobile network, right? And then only if you did data recharge, then only you are getting the internet access, right? So that is your ISP provider, Airtel, Vodafone, Idea, whatever it will be. That is what your ISP provider, and you are paying them, right? Then only they will assign one public IP address to you, and then with that by using that public IP address, you can search anything, you can Google anything, you can watch movies, whatever you want to do, right, on the internet. So that is what, that is paid, right? Public IP addresses are paid. So this is about the public IP address. Now we will take the private IP address. Okay, private IP address. So private IP addresses are utilized. Private IP address are utilized in establishing connection. Utilized in establishing connection between devices within a single network. Between devices within a single network. Okay, so what is it means? Like we have taken example, right? You are situated in Hyderabad location. So if you are working in ICICI Bank in Hyderabad location, so there will be one network, right? Network of ICICI Bank. Okay, so that is what, that is a single network. If your colleague which is working in a same bank or same organization, so you both are coming under a single network, right? So you will get one private IP address, your friend or your colleague also will get one private IP address, so you can communicate with each other by using that private IP address. Okay, so this is what private IP address help you to establish connection between the devices like you and your friend within a single network, right? One condition is there, you need to be there in a single network. Okay, so if you are situated in different network, you need to connect with the public IP address. If you are situated in a single network, you can utilize your private IP address for the communication. Okay, private IP addresses are non-routable. Private IP addresses are non-routable. So here you can say non-routable on the over the internet. Here we have taken, right, over the internet, so that you can take here non-routable over the internet, right? So with your public private IP address, you can't communicate through the internet. Okay, if you want to communicate through the internet through the public network, you need your public IP address. Okay, and next is it is a free of cost provided by your admin team. Provided by your admin team. Okay, so in each and every organization, one admin network admin will be there, who is providing these IP addresses to the devices which is belongs to that network. Okay, so let's take an example of our college computer lab. So there multiple devices will be there, right? So on for that multiple devices, one admin will be there who is managing computer admin, computer lab admin, who is managing all these devices. They will provide private IP addresses to each and every computer which is belongs to your computer lab, right? So if in one campus, if in one college campus, if multiple computer labs are there, like one science lab, there also computers are there, one computer lab, there also computers are there, so he can distribute multiple ranges, multiple IP ranges to each and every lab. So that is what it is provided by your admin team, and it is a free of cost. You will get this free of cost. Just give me 2 seconds. Bye. Okay, sorry. So here we have taken some ranges yesterday, which is belongs to public IP address, and this is belongs to private IP address. Before that, let me show you how your IP addresses are like.
Pooja, I have a question here.
Yes, please.
So, what if do we have a concept of IP conflict in private IP address? Like two systems are having the same IP address within the same network.
No. You can assign only one IP address to one laptop or one PC. Okay, so there is one concept DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, which is generally used in the network. So that what happen? No need to assign any of the IP address to any device. Whenever you are connecting with your network, that DHCP automatically assign one IP address to your PC. Okay, so just you need to configure a range for the DHCP. If I configure this range to my DHCP, so like how many IPs are there? 256 into 256, right? So these many IPs are there. So what happens? Like these many IP addresses are there available. Okay. So whenever you are connecting with your network, you have established a connection via Wi-Fi or something. Okay. Whenever you are connecting with your network, one IP address automatically will assign, one private IP address automatically will assign to your PC. And when you disconnect, that IP address will again utilize for next device. Okay. So this is what DHCP concept which is utilized. Also, you can assign this static or fixed IP address to devices. Like there will be some PCs, like right, some desktop will be there. Some desktops will be there. So in that desktop, what happened? Like if the desktops are fixed, that is not movable, you are not going to move from here to there, or that are fixed. So to that fixed desktop, you can assign fixed IP address, but that you can utilize only in once. Okay, once you assign that IP address to that device, it is fixed. You can't use that IP address again for the different device. It will show that that IP address is not available for the connection. Why? Because it is already in use. Okay, so here also in private IP address also IP conflict will not happen. Got it?
Okay. Yes, got it. Right.
Okay. So
Who
here
will provide these public networks, ma'am?
private networks, public network.
Yes, ma'am.
Public networks is by INA. So it is a firm which like these are the unique IP address. Here in a public, each and every IP address is unique IP address. Why? Because you need to buy it. If you buy it, it is your own IP address, like home. If you buy it, it is your own, right? So same like this, each and every IP address is unique IP address. You can buy this IP address, and once you buy it, it is totally it's yours. Okay, but you need to pay something for it. Okay, so better if you are taking it by on a rental basis, you can pay to the ISP provider. So basically, individual not buying this IP addresses. Big firms like who is providing you to internet or something, they are buying these IP addresses. Okay, and these are provided by your admin.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Private IP address are non-routable. Can you explain?
Sorry, Satish. Can you come again, please?
Private IP address are non-routable. You mentioned that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you. Okay.
Yes.
Non-routable means what? Here you can see, like if you are searching something on Google, okay, if I am searching for the facebook.com, okay, so within few seconds it's giving me the result, right? What is a facebook.com?
Okay.
That is means what? It takes your query, it search somewhere on the internet, and it has taken that whatever response is there, it has taken that response and it shows you what is the response, right? That is means what? It take your query through the internet, right? Wherever it is found the correct content, it took that content and it gives you result, right? So that is possible with public IP address only. With private IP address, you can't search anything on the Google, right? Means it's not taking your query. For private IP address, it's not taking your query on the internet. So that is non-routable over the internet. Okay, so that diagram I have shown yesterday. Today also I will show, no problem. Like if two devices are there situated in a different network, so with your private IP address you can't communicate with the other device, right? You need your public IP address to communicate with other device which is situated in a different network. So that is what it is. Your private IP address is non-routable over the internet. You can't communicate with your private IP address to the different network. If you want to communicate with different network, you need public IP address. Okay.
Communicate in the
Thank you,
same
ma'am.
network with the private IP, right, Pooja? We can communicate within the same network with a private
you can
IP.
communicate within the same network by using your private IP address. If you want to communicate with different network, you need your public IP address.
Sure.
Okay.
So
here
just
you can see. Yes.
Sorry for interrupting. Just to confirm, so in private IP address, we are just interconnecting the devices and we are not connecting them to internet, right?
Yeah, that is.
So just that we are sharing the data between the devices. That's it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so here you can see like we have
Pooja.
taken these ranges. Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
What's the concept of static and dynamic IP addresses?
That I will show you. That when we are taking the DHCP, one concept is there, dynamic host configuration protocol. So in that I will show you what is a static, what is dynamic, how to set that. That is also I will show you. Okay.
Okay, Pooja, thank you.
Okay.
Ma'am, this one IP address is the dynamic or static? Public IP.
This is you can't call it as any dynamic or static. For private IP address, actually that concepts is there, dynamic and static. Why? Because this IP address you are setting inside your network, right? These all IP addresses are unique IP address. So you can't call it as a whether it is dynamic or static. It is unique IP address. Here you can set IP address dynamically or statically. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so here you can see 8 bits are there, right? 0, 0, 0, 0 to whatever it will be. It is 8 bits, right? So how the classes are distributed, that I will show you. If we have taken here, this we will take here only, like class A, class B, class C, class D. Okay, so that quickly I will show you. Like some host bits are there, some network bits are there. Like this first bit, it's showing the network bit, and this last 3 bits it's showing the host bit. So that I will quickly show you in class A how it is. Class A. Okay, so just a second. Okay, so here in every class some leading bit will be there. Okay, so now we have like you can see here 8 bits are there, right? 1 8 bit, then 8 bit, 8 bit, 8 bit. So we have taken here yesterday I told you it is 2 raised to 32, right? Means 8 8 8 8, right? 8 8 8 8 means 32 bit. Okay, 32 bit IP address will be there. So some leading bit are there. So for class A, only one bit, which is 0, which is you can call it as a leading bit. Then even you have taken, this is what? This is 8 bit belongs to network, and this is 8 bit belongs to host in a class A IP address. So from that 8 bit we have taken this 0 for leading bit. Okay, then here for the network 7 bit. Okay, so like this total becomes 8 bit. 7 plus 0, 7 plus this 1 bit, which is 8 bit, and now 8 bit for the host network, for network address 7 bit, and for host 24 bit, right? So 24 plus this 7 plus 1 bit, which becomes 32 bit. Okay, so this is distribution in a class A. In class B, this is for public IP addresses. Okay, in class B, here two bits, like here only 1:3. Division is 1:3, right? One is a 1 8-bit is for network and 3 bits for the host, right? So here division is 2:2, right? So here if it is 2:2, like 16-bit we can assign for the host 8 plus 8, like this, 8 plus 8. In class B, 8 plus 8. Okay, so these are the host, and for networks it is 16. But here now it increase 2 bits. Leading bits are 2 bits. Okay, and network bits will be 14, right? So 14, 16, 14, 15, 16. So it becomes 16-bit, and this is 16-bit, total 32-bit in class B. Class C. So again, one more bit added in a leading, 000. Okay, so now here 21-bit, right? And here it will be 8-bit host. Okay, so here you can see now we have divided 1:3:1. So 3 will become 8 into 8 into 8, which is 24, and here 3-bit, right? 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, so it becomes 24-bit, network becomes 24-bit, and here host becomes 8-bit. Then class D. So for class D, it's a 1110, and this is what we have taken here. This is not utilized, right? So it is generally utilized for the multicast network. It is utilized for multicast network. Okay. And last one is this is not that much important concept, just for your information, like how it is divided. This 8 bits, how it is divided, that is the for that only, like how many networks bit will be there, how many host bit will be there. So for that information I'm taking this. And class E. So in the class E, again it is like one more bit will be added here, and here it is for reserved for future use. Okay, so this is how the network and host bit conversion is there in a public IP addresses. Okay, so it is starting from the 00. So I'll show you one conversion of this public and private IP address, so it will be easy to guess. Okay, that I will show you. And again we will take the ranges, means how many IP addresses are available here to configure for the private IP addresses. Okay, so now here also you can see it is starting from 0.0.0, right, to 255, 255, 255. As we know, it is starting from 0 to 255, means how many IP addresses will be there? 256, right? So how many IP address you can configure in this range, in class A range? 256 into 256 into 256. Why? Because here 0 to 256, right? Again it is network rate, network bit that we are not taking. We are taking this host bit, right? Here you can say this is network bit, first bit, so that we are not calculating here, we are calculating host. So here we are calculating host 0, 0, 0 to 255, 255, 255. So if you multiplied 3 times 255, it will become 16,777,216. So these many IP addresses are available Okay, so this is huge range, right? It is like in a single network also you are not utilizing these many IP addresses, but yes, if you are configuring class A IP addresses, these many IP addresses are available. Means you can configure these many devices in a single network. Okay, for next range or for the next class, so here you can see it is 16, right? 16 to 31. If you count from 16 to 31, it will become 60. So let's take 16 IP addresses into, again from 00 to 255, right? So it becomes 256 into 256. Okay, so if you calculate it, it will become 1 lakh or 48,576. So these many IP addresses are there in a class B IP address. And generally in any network, if you see the IP address, you will find this class C IP addresses, because usually we are using this IP addresses 192.168. So if you see here, it is 168, you can see here, right? Means only these IP addresses are available. Okay, so if you calculated this 256 into 256, it will become 65,536. So this is also huge range, 65,000. So generally, like you, if you see any of the IP address or DHCP, you will find this range only. Okay, 192, 168 class C IP addresses. Generally, these IP addresses are utilized in the network. Okay, so let me share one picture to you.
Ma'am, this one class C 265 or 256 is it? Class C.
Okay, just a minute. It's
256 into 256 or 265 to 256. Yeah.
Sorry, 256.
Okay.
256 only. If you count this 0 to 255, means if you count start your count from 0, it will become 256, right? 256 into 256.
Okay.
Just give me a second. IP address ranges. So quickly I will show you that ranges yesterday we have taken. Same ranges I will show you. Just give me a second. I will share my screen. Okay. Okay, is this visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's like it's a comparison, private IP address and public IP address. So you can see here, used with a LAN or network, means in a single network. Okay, used on a public network. Public network means what? Internet, right? Not recognized over the internet, means your by using your private IP address, you can't search anything on the internet, right? So it is not recognized over the internet. It is recognized over the internet. You can search anything. You can find out, like if you search for what is my IP, that is also recognized on the internet, right? So that is what it is recognized over the internet. It is assigned by your LAN administrator. So LAN administrator means what? Admin of your organization, network admin or lab administrator. So that is what it is assigned by your LAN administrator. It is assigned by service provider or INA. So service provider means what? Like from whoever you are taking the internet connection, that is you can call as a service provider, internet service provider, ISP or INA. Okay, this is a global organization who is providing the IP address, INA. Here it is unique in LAN. So someone asked me that question, right? IP conflict is happen or no or not, right? So this is private IP address. It is also unique, but it is unique in one network or one LAN, local area network, right? So it is also unique IP address. So IP address will not, IP conflict will not happen in the private IP address. It is unique globally. It is unique globally. Like if you have assigned one public IP address, so it is unique IP address which is assigned to you. No one globally, no one will use that IP address. It is assigned to you. So that is what it is, a globally unique. It is free of charge and it is cost associated with public IP. You will get private IP free of cost, and to get the public IP address you need to pay something, right? So these are the ranges. So if you observe these ranges, where IP address is starting from 0.0. So here like your public IP address will start from 0, or you can take 1. So 1 to 9.255, 255, 255 means 1. Okay. So here we were discussing about the ranges, right? So if you see these ranges, so first like 1 to 9 is assigned to public IP address, right? So it stop at 9. So again started 10 started for the private IP address for class A. So whole 10 range is assigned to private IP address. You can see here it's starting from 10.0 to 10.255, 255, 255. Okay, so here it's starting public starting from 1 to 9, then 10 range assigned to private. Again from 11 public IP address will start. So 11 to 126. Okay, will 11 to 126, not 255, 255, 255. It completes your class A IP address of public. Then next is what 126. So 127, listen carefully. Here if you observe this, 127 is not there, right? It over at 126 and class B starts from 128. So here 127 is missing, right? 127.0.0.0 to 127.255.255.255. It is reserved range which is reserved for the loopback IP address. Okay, loopback address. So here it is not showing here. It is reserved range. Okay, so that is 127 completed. Now here you can see 128. It's starting from 128 to 172.15. Okay, so here you can see.
Yes, hello.
Yes.
In class A also 10 is missing. That one is also reserved IP.
Which one? Where?
Class A, public class A, 10 is missing.
Class A. 10. No, here 10 is not missing. 10 is starting from here, you can see.
Oh, okay. In private IP.
in private IP address. So it's a
Okay,
whole range. Some are divided for private, some are divided for public.
Yeah, okay.
So that's why I said compare these two. You will come to know that which is a private and which is a public. Okay. So here it over like it's completed to 9, but 10 is starting for private. You can see here private whole 10 range is assigned to private IP address. Okay. Then again it's starting from 11 to 126. 127 is reserved. Then again it's starting from 128 to 172.15. Okay. So it over at 15, and here you can see from 16 your private IP ranges started. From 17 to 31, 16 to 31, and here you can see again 32 is assigned for public IP address. Okay, 32 to 191.255, 255, 255, right? Means 191 is completed here, right? Again for class C, it's starting from 192.0.0 to 192.167. So it overs at 167, and you can see here private IP address starting from 168. So whole 168 range is assigned to private, and rest again it is assigned to class C. So these are only utilized. Class D and class E also you can say it's reserved. So class D is multicast network, and class E is reserved for the future use. Okay, so I will share this image with you. So you will get with that image you will get the difference in between the private and public. Also you will get range. So please you can write this like this only. You will get first you can write from the public and then private, so that you will quickly identify what is the difference between the public ranges and private ranges. Okay, so I hope this is clear now, what is a public IP addresses and what is a private IP address. Or if you want, I will show yesterday's diagram again, so that if you want, otherwise we will start to the next topic.
No, ma'am. You can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we will go ahead.
Ma'am, actually I was not there yesterday. Will you show me?
Okay. Just a minute. Just give me a second. Okay. So please let me know if it is visible to you.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So here, yesterday we have taken example of two networks. So consider this is one network, and consider this is a second network. So as we have discussed, what is a private IP addresses? It is like private IP address you can utilize in a single network. So this is what single network. Okay, this is single network, and multiple desktop will be there, right? Multiple PCs will be there, which is connected in a LAN, local area network. So let's take this. These are the devices, and it will be interconnected, right? So all will be interconnected like this. Let's establish connection here, and here. Okay, so if you want to communicate inside network, means what? This device to this device. So you no need any IP, any public IP address, right? With your private IP address, you can communicate from this device to this device. Why? Because you both are belongs to single network. Okay. So this is what like for the if you are coming under a single network or one network, you can communicate with your private IP address. Okay, and these private IP addresses will be assigned by your administrator, LAN administrator, right? And he will assign you like not only you, whatever the IP belongs to your network, it will assign you private IP ranges, whatever it will be take, and it will assign to you, so you can communicate with the private IP address. So this we have taken the different network. Like if you take this is Hyderabad location and this is Mumbai location. So now this PC wants to communicate with the this network, right? So this is totally different network. This is one network, this is second network, and this is what public internet. Okay, this is what internet. Now see here, with your private IP address you can't communicate with from there to there. You need public IP address. You need one public IP address. So here one device will be there. You can call it as a router or NAT, network address translation, which will help you to convert your private IP address into public. Okay, but you should have the internet connection. If you don't having internet connection, you can't communicate. Okay, so that NAT will convert your private IP address into public, and then you can communicate with the next device. Again, here also one NAT will be there, which is converting your public IP address to private for the return communication. So this is what the view of the networks. Like you can consider this is one network, different network. If you want to communicate with the devices which is situated in a different network, you need public IP addresses. Otherwise, you can communicate with the private IP address. Understood?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so let me share my screen. We will take the concept, next concept. Okay, so this is what the IP addresses are. So yesterday, like let's see if the source is private and destination also private, means what we are calling that communication. So let's take, this is a source and this is destination. Okay, so here if source is a private, here consider the IP address. Okay, private IP address. So if source is a private and destination is also private, means what? In a single network, right? Private IP address, private IP address to private IP address. You are communicating with private to private. This communication is called as a internal communication. Okay, this communication is called as a internal communication. Right? Again, your source, if your source is a private and destination is public, means what? Just now I have shown. Right? So this your communication, you are calling it as a outbound communication. Why? Your connection is going outside. So you can call it as a outbound communication. Okay. If your source is a public and destination is private, so you can call it as a inbound communication. Why? Means any external device try to communicate with you. So that is what incoming connection, like your incoming call, means what? You're getting the communication from the public to private. So that is what, if the source is public and destination is private, you can call it as a inbound communication. Next is a public to public. Public to public, like source is also public and destination is also public, that you can call it as a external communication. That is not relevant to us, but still external communication. Okay, so this is very important information when you are monitoring any communication or traffic through your SIM tool. This will be utilized, like whether source is private to private, you can call it as an internal, outbound, inbound communication. Okay, and yesterday we have taken how to identify the IP addresses. So how to identify private IP? Private IP address. So just you need to go to your command center, right? So how the shortcut will be Windows R, Windows plus R, or simply you can write in your search bar, you can write there CMD. Okay, you will get the command prompt. Okay, so command prompt, you will reach here to command prompt of your PC and then write there IP config. You will get your private IP address. Okay, and the how to identify public, how to identify public IP address. For that, you need to write on browser, what is my IP? What is my IP? Okay, so by here, if you write there, what is my IP, you will get your public IP address. Okay, so this is all about the IP addresses. If we are okay, then we will move to the next topic. If you have any doubt, please go ahead and ask me, or if you want, I will show this also today as well, how to find out.
So, Pooja, are all these public and private IP addresses are fixed, which you shown just now? All the numbers?
Yeah, that ranges are fixed. These ranges, right?
Yes.
These ranges are fixed. This is fixed. This is assigned to private. This is also fixed, assigned to public. These are fixed. That is not means any modification will not be there. These are fixed IP addresses. Means this range is assigned to public, then it is assigned to public only. You can't do any modification out there. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Then if you good to go forward, we will take next concept, which is a TCP. Transmission Control Protocol. Okay, TCP.
Ma'am, which type of communication is mostly used, ma'am? Internal and outbound or inbound?
Okay, here. Okay, so both type of communication is used. These three type mostly. Why? Because see, private to private means what? If you are communicating internally, that is, you can call it as an internal communication. Like if you are taking any printout or something, if you are sending anything to your colleague or whatever, so you can call it as a internal communication. So for outbound means what? Like if you are searching something or sending data to the outside organization, that you can call it as outbound communication. Means if you are using your mail system, right, your Gmail or your Outlook, whatever, so you are sending mail to your different location or different network, right? So that you can call it as outbound communication. Also, if you are searching something on Google, that is also you can call it as outbound communication. Okay. Then inbound communication, your incoming mails are the example of inbound communication. Means you are receiving mail in your mailbox, which is coming from somewhere outside. Okay, so that is what inbound communication. So these three type, you can, like, both three type communication will be there. Okay. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol. So generally, this protocol is being used for the communication, transmission control protocol. It is designed for the reliable transmission of data. So like whatever, if you are sending from one network to another network, so this is what the protocol which will take care of your data. So it's a designed for reliable transmission of data, and it is using one mechanism which is called as a three-way handshaking mechanism. So we will take that. It is what? It is designed for reliable transmission of data. Reliable transmission of data. Okay. For data transmission, three-way handshaking is used. For data transmission, three-way handshaking is used. So let me explain you what is a three-way handshaking. I'll share my screen. Please let me know if it is visible to you. Is this visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here how the data transmission will take place, that I am going to show you. Sorry, let's take lines only. Okay, so here two lines we are taking. Two lines means one is for the client. Okay, so this is what? This is our client. and this is our server. So client server, we are taking. Client means what? Who is requesting that you can call him as a client, and server means what? Who is responding to him, you can call it as a server. Okay, so what client will do, if client wants to communicate with server, he will check whether that server is available or not, right? So to check whether that server is available or not, he will send a sync packet. Okay, he will send sync packet to the server. This is what sync packet. Okay, he will send sync packet to the server. Once server receive that packet, a server will check its availability. If server is available, then it will reply it. Okay, like your WhatsApp. If you if your friend wants to communicate with you, what he will do? He will just send you hi, right? If you are available, you will quickly respond back him, right? Hello, how are you? Like that, right? So same like that, client will check the availability of server, and to check the availability, it will send the sync packet. Then server will respond to client with sync plus acknowledgement. Sync plus acknowledgement, right? I acknowledged your request, and it is sending for the sync, right? Sync plus acknowledgement packet, it will send back to the client. Okay, so again, client will respond with the acknowledgement. Acknowledgement for what? Like he acknowledged that yes, server is available for the data transmission. So here again, client will send acknowledgement packet. So this is what? Three-way handshaking. So connection will be like this. First, client is sending sync packet. Okay. Then server is responding with the sync plus acknowledgement packet. And then client again send acknowledgement packet, and then your data transmission will take place. Whatever the data packets will be there, that data transmission will take place. This is called as a three-way handshaking. Okay, three ways, you can see 3 ways. So this is called as a three-way handshaking. Okay, any doubt in this? No. Okay, so this is what this is how TCP establish a connection, and then it will transfer the data. So why it is taking these many efforts to for the data transmission? Okay, so here if a client is checking whether server is available for the data receiving or not, like client is sending the data, right, and receiver server is receiving the data, means here client is a sender and he is a receiver, server is a receiver. If receiver is not available, still client is sending data, so what will happen? All data will be lost, right? So to avoid the data loss, TCP doing this thing. Okay, to avoid the data loss, TCP first checking whether the server is available or not, and then only it will start the data transmission. Also, if it send one packet like this, if it send one packet, 2 packet, 3 packet, and 4th packet also it send, but in between it like dropped or lost. Okay, so for the each and every packet, your client is taking the acknowledgement from the server. Okay, so it will first it will get the 3 acknowledgement, then for 4 it will not get the acknowledgement. Means what? Your client will come to understand that 4th packet is not successfully delivered at the destination, so again it will send the 4th packet. Okay, so this is what it is protecting, or it is preventing from the data loss also, and communication also. It will do reliable communication. So that is why we are using the TCP/IP communication protocol. Okay, so let's take the notes of this one. Let me share.
So Pooja, so for every packet client is sending the data, it will perform three-way handshake, right?
No, for the data, when you establish a connection, that at that time you can call it as a three-way handshaking. Once established, once connection established, then only it will send packet directly. It will send packet. Only first 3 steps it is taking for the establishing connection. Once that connection established, means your three-way handshaking is completed.
So what if the server is down while sending the data?
Sorry?
So connection establishment is everything is okay. Okay, connection is established. So while sending the data, if the server is down in between.
If server if sending the data like this 3 packets it has sent, right? Now server becomes offline, then it will not get the acknowledgement back from the server for next data transmission. Like it is taking, this is what connection established, 3-way handshaking. Now this is started sending packets. So let me show you. Okay, your doubt is totally like it's correct. So let me show you how it's done. Okay, so now this 3-way handshaking completed. Here you can consider that 3-way handshaking. Okay, now it started for the data transmission. Okay, so now 1 packet sent. Okay, so for that 1 packet, it will get the acknowledgement from the server. Again, 2nd packet sent, it will get the acknowledgement. Now if server becomes unavailable, your data will be like your client is sending data, right? But it's not getting acknowledgement. Again, it will try for 2nd packet. Again, it is not get the acknowledgement. Again, it will try for 3rd packet. If it is not get the acknowledgement, it will come to know that server is now not available. It will try to establish connection again by using this 3-way handshaking. If it is not getting the sync plus acknowledgement again, means what? Your server is unavailable now. So it will refuse that connection, or it will reconnect. It will try to reconnect, or it will refuse that connection for now, and then later it will try again to connect with the server. Okay.
Yes.
So for every packet sending, Pooja, we are establishing a connection.
Yes, these 3 packets we are establishing connection. This is called as a 3-way handshaking. Okay. So once like here your data transmission it's taking place, right? Here after establishing the connection, your data transmission is taking place. Once your data transmission is done, like now client has sent all the data whatever he wants to send, and server also received the all data, means successful data transmission completed. Then to disconnect, for the disconnection, it will send, client will send the fin packet. Fin means what? Finished packet. Okay, it will send the fin packet for the disconnection. And for fin, server when server got that fin packet, again it will send the acknowledgement packet that I acknowledge that your data transmission is completed, and now we are disconnecting for this transmission. Okay, so that is what this is, including fin. It called as a 4-way handshaking, but generally if someone asks you, they will ask only 3-way handshaking. This concept they will ask. Okay, fin is what? For the finishing connection. If you are including fin with this 3, you can call it as a 4-way handshaking. Okay.
So just to confirm, connection establishment is done at only one time, that is beginning. But however, for every packet sent, there is an acknowledgement, right?
Yes, correct. So at the beginning only it will establish connection by using these 3 steps. Then it will start the data transmission. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, so let me share the notes. Okay, so we will take quickly. We will take the notes of TCP handshaking just now, which we have discussed.
Ma'am, we have 2-way handshake also, no ma'am? What is the drawback over there? Why we are going to 3-way handshaking, ma'am?
With the no, I think 2-way handshaking is not there. 3-way handshaking concept only we are using. Why? Because for 3-way handshaking, you are again sending the acknowledgement that I am ready to send the data, and now you will be be ready to receive that data. That's why we need to send this acknowledgement. If just you receive the acknowledgement and you started sending the data, then maybe server is not ready to receive the data. This thing happens, right? So that's why 3-way handshaking concept only we are using in the TCP. So I am discussing about the TCP 3-way handshaking. Okay, so it's related to TCP only. It's not for the data transmission or something. It's a TCP 3-way handshaking. Okay, for TCP uses this step to establish connection, and then only it will start sending data or whatever it will be. Okay. So let me show you. So you can see here.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so this is what that I have drawn just now. Sync packet your client will send, and your receiver will be server will be receive that packet. It sends sync plus acknowledgement. So here sync plus acknowledgement will be received by your client. Then client will send the acknowledgement packet. This is what three-way handshaking for establishing connection. Okay, so let's take the notes of this one. To start TCP connection, client send sync packet. Client send a sync packet. And receiver respond with sync plus acknowledgement packet. And receiver respond with sync plus acknowledgement packet. Okay. And client completes the three-way handshaking, the part of three-way handshaking by sending the acknowledgement packet. And client completes the third part of the handshake with acknowledgement packet. ACK packet. At this point, connection will establish. At this point, connection is established. Okay. After the completion of data, we discuss about that FIN packet, right? So after the completion of data transmission, client will send the FIN packet, right? After the completion of data transmission, client send the FIN packet, FIN for finish, FIN packet, and server reply or respond back with acknowledgement. That now server also understand that client has sent all the data, right? With the acknowledgement. At this point, connection is terminated. At this point, connection will be terminated. Okay, so this is what the three-way handshaking. Hope you understand this concept. Okay, okay then. I'm sharing one Excel. Please give me the attendance of today's.
Pooja, good morning.
Yes.
Pooja, how many members are there from Kiran's friends?
Only 5 are there. 2 more joined today. They have missed some classes. So
Now,
they are
guys, anyone? Yeah. Now, guys, anyone is there? Kiran's friends? Tell me.
Who is from Kiran's batch? Sai and Sudev. They have
Ganesh, ma'am.
joined.
Ganesh Kumar.
Yeah, Ganesh.
Sorry, Ganesh Murthy. Right, Naveen, right?
The morning, I don't know.
Sorry.
Adinarayana.
Pooja, you have to write down separately, okay?
Okay, I'll write down separately. No problem.
In this,
So actually, yes, Anna.
because actually I'm a bit confused about who are my students, who are Kiran students.
Yeah. Only
These
5
are
members
Kiran
are
students.
there. I will make their list separately so that we'll also.
Okay, once check with Kiran, okay?
Yeah,
If you
sure.
have any doubt.
Yeah, okay. Okay, then who is present now? Please give me your attendance, Dipti.
Yes, I'm present. Yes.
Adinarayana.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Akhil. Akhil. Both. Yeah, yes, I have write your spelling like this, but Akhil is also there. Akhil is there for today's lecture?
Yes.
Yes, you are also there, right?
Since the two Akhil are there, right?
Yeah, 2 Akhil are there.
Yes. You write down yesterday.
Yesterday I have write down this. He was present yesterday, Akhil.
Okay.
Okay, so yes, today he is present or not? Akhil? I think he is not there today. Okay.
He is
Avinash?
not there. Okay.
Yeah, Avinash?
Yes, Pooja.
Okay.
Hi,
Please.
Pooja. I'm Anamika.
Yeah, Anamika. I'll write down your name.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yeah, okay. Chinmay?
Yes, present.
Durga?
Yes, present.
Ganesh?
Yes, present.
Okay, Ganesh is from Kiran's batch, so I'll write here initial key. Okay. Harshita?
Yes, Pooja.
Kiran Kumar?
Yes, present.
Kittu? It's not there. Kolanti?
Yes, present. Kiran.
Okay, you are from Kiran batch.
Actually, his name is Tirmal Rao.
Okay,
Tirmal
sir.
Rao. Yes.
Kolnati is a surname.
Maybe the names are taken from WhatsApp, right?
No, actually yesterday, whatever here it's written.